Now, first we will see homopolysaccharides. Homopolysaccharides on hydrolysis yield only single type of monosaccharide. Means when you hydrolyze the homopolysaccharide, if it is made up of glucose, it will produce only glucose, or fructose, or galactose. They are named based on the nature of monosaccharide unit. For example, glucans are a polymer of glucose. When large number of glucose molecules are linked to each other, they call glucans. Whereas fructosanes are a polymer of fructose. Means large number of fructose molecules when linked to each other, they call fructosanes. Then heteropolysaccharides. Heteropolysaccharides on hydrolysis yield mixture of few monosaccharide or their derivative. Means in heteropolysaccharide there are different type of monosaccharides exist. First we will discuss homopolysaccharide. There are examples. First example is starch. Starch is a carbohydrate reserve of plant and most important dietary source of higher animal including man. It is found in cereal, roots, tubers, vegetables, etc. Starch is a homopolymer composed of D-glucose unit held together by alpha glycosidic bond. Means starch is made up of alpha D-glucose unit which are held together by alpha glycosidic bond. It is also known as glucosanes or glucans. Then starch consists of two polysaccharide components. First is water-soluble amylose, which constitute 15 to 20% of starch, and water-insoluble amylopectin, which constitute 80 to 85% of starch. Amylose is a long unbranched chain with 200 to 1000 glucose unit held together by alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. Amylopectin is branch chain. It contains branching at alpha 1,6 point and linear bond at alpha 1,4 everywhere else. Amylopectin molecule contain branch point at every 24 to 30 residue. Means after every 24 to 30 glycosidic bond, you will observe the alpha 1,6 bond which produce the branch in that amylose, which turned after branching into amylopectin. Starches are hydrolyzed by amylase enzyme which present in saliva or pancreas to produce dextrins. Then further this dextrin will get hydrolyzed to produce maltose, which is the disaccharide. Then that maltose again get hydrolyzed to produce 2-glucose unit. Amylose is the enzyme which acts specifically on alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. The structure of starch, this is the amylose which is linear. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and first carbon, alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. Whereas in amylopectin there is a alpha 1,4 bond, alpha 1,4 bond, and after every 24 to 30 glucose molecule you will see the alpha 1,6 bond. Then again linear structure, again after 24 to 30 glycosidic bond you will see the alpha 1,6 bond. Then next is dextrin. Dextrin are the breakdown product of starch by enzyme amylase or dilute acid. This is we already discussed in starch. Starch is sequentially hydrolyzed through different dextrin to produce maltose and glucose. The various intermediate identified by iodine coloration means during metabolism or degradation or hydrolysis of dextrin, different intermediate produce which can be observed by iodine test. If the dextrin is soluble or starch, then it produce blue color. When amylodextrin further metabolism, it produce violet color. Erythrodoxtrin produce red color, whereas acrodextrin does not produce any color. The structure of dextrin is similar to starch. It contains amylopectin containing alpha 1,4 bond, and after 24 to 10 it contains alpha 1,6 bond. Then dextran. Dextran are bacterial and yeast polysaccharide. So dextran is found in bacteria and yeast. They are made up of alpha 1,6 linkage poly D glucose unit. They also have alpha 1,3 branch, and some dextran can maybe contain alpha 1,2 or alpha 1,4 branches. Dental plaque formed by bacteria growing on the surface of teeth is rich in dextran. Then synthetic dextran are used in the fractionation of protein by size exclusion chromatography. So here the structure of dextran. Dextran are held together by alpha 1,6 bond, and they also contain alpha 1,3 bond, which produce the dextran, and sometimes it may contain alpha 1,2 and alpha 1,4 bond, but majority it contain alpha 1,6 and alpha 1,3 glycosidic bond. The next is glycogen. Glycogen is the main storage polysaccharide of animal cell. It is also called animal starch. Present in high concentration in liver, followed by muscle, brain, etc. Glycogen also found in a plant, those plant which does not possess the chlorophyll, for example yeast and fungi. The structure of glycogen is similar to that of amylopectin, but the difference is that glycogen is more extensively branched at every 8 to 12 residue. In amylopectin, the branching point present at after every 24 to 30 residue, but in glycogen it is branching point present at every 8 to 12 residue. Glucose is a repeating unit of glycogen. So glycogen is made up of glucose. They join together by alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond and alpha 1,6 glycosidic bond at the branching point, similar to amylopectin, but the degree of branching is more. Glycogen in liver constituent as much as 7% of its weight, also present in skeletal muscle. The molecular weight of glycogen is up to 1 into 10 raised to power 8. The number of glucose unit up to 25,000. It's very depend on the source from which glycogen is obtained. Each branch in glycogen ends with non-reducing sugar in it, because first carbon involved in glycosidic bond with 6 carbon. When glycogen is used as an energy source, glucose units are removed one by one at a time from non-reducing end. The degradative enzyme that only act at the non-reducing end. The structure of glycogen. Here you see the similar to amylopectin, containing alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond and alpha 1,6 bond. So at branching point, first carbon, anomeric carbon, involved in the glycosidic bond. That's why it is non-reducing end, and they will hydrolyze from this side. Then next is inulin. Inulin is a polysaccharide, is composed of fructose molecule linked by beta 2,1 bond. The inulin is occur in chicory, Jerusalem artichoke, dahlia bulb, garlic, onion, etc. It is low molecular weight compound, around 5,000 Dalton. Inulin is readily soluble in hot water but slightly soluble in cold water. It does not gelatinize when heated with water. Inulin don't give any characteristic color with iodine. Inulin split by inulase enzyme, not by amylase enzyme. Means inulin is metabolized by inulinase, not by amylase. In gastrointestinal tract of human or animal, there is no enzyme which can hydrolyze the inulin. Therefore, inulin cannot be used as a food. Inulin is used for the assessing kidney function through glomerular filtration rate, because it is not metabolized, so it is passed through kidney and excreted in urine. The structure of inulin. The inulin structure, it contains second carbon is bound with first carbon, so it contains beta 2,1 bond. Next is chitin. Chitin is a polymer of N-acetyl D-glucosamine unit held together by beta 1,4 glycosidic bond. It is a structural material of exoskeleton of invertebrate, for example insect, crustaceans. It also constituents of lenses, tendons, lining of digestive system and excretory and respiratory tract. Chitin bear the same relation to invertebrate as cellulose does to the plant. So in plant, cellulose act as a structural molecule which help in a cell wall. Similarly, chitin in invertebrates act as a help in the exoskeleton. Hydrolysis of chitin yield glucosamine and acetic acid. Partial hydrolysis of chitin produce chitobiose, which is a disaccharide, means contain two molecule of N-acetyl D-glucosamine. Structure of chitin. It contains beta 1,4 bond. So this is your anomeric carbon. This is your first carbon, second carbon. At second carbon, it contains acetyl group to amino group. This is the amino sugar, N-acetyl glucosamine. So it is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Fourth carbon, it is beta because oxygen and hydroxyl group present on same plane. Then it is bind to the first carbon. It is beta 1,4 bond. Then it is first carbon, second carbon. It contain amino group and acetyl group. So it contain beta 1,4 glycosidic bond.